coffee beans from Kenya, come across the world to a famous coffee factory near London. Machines were hardly heard of when coffee first became popular 300 years ago. But today, modern equipment controls almost every part of the processing. And come to visit the factory are MPs from Kenya, Mr. Kariuki, Mr. Urumban, Mr. Kase, and Mr. Kumanai Arapsoi. Carefully roasted to bring out the best possible flavor, the beans are automatically passed through the grinding machines. Roasted and now ground, the coffee is ready for blending, and samples are expertly prepared. The fine taste of Kenyan coffee makes it highly popular in Britain, and this one factory alone imports more than 15,000 bags of coffee from Kenya every year. It's at this stage that machines leave off and human skills take over. For coffee blending relies on the judgment and experience of an expert coffee taster. One sip is all he needs to judge how coffee should be blended. Just one sip. A trained taster never swallows. No two samples of coffee are alike, even when they come from the same plantation, and skilled blending of different coffees ensures that flavor and quality are kept constant. The taster has made his decision. What do the MPs think? See for yourself. There's no doubt about the quality of this coffee, and the OK of approval sends it on its way to homes throughout Britain. From coffee, we go to milk. Fresh from the farm, these churns are on their way to a dairy in Wales. The farmer delivers his milk, but it's going to a dairy that he partly owns himself. For this is a cooperative dairy, one which is owned and operated by the 600 farmers who supply it. In this way, costs are reduced and the farmer gets the full price for his milk, plus a share in the profits of the dairy. Standards are high. All milk is made safe by pasteurization and tested with scrupulous care. Only when the milk is absolutely pure does it pass to the packaging department. Here, modern equipment fills special cartons 3 at a time and hygienically seals them against impurities. Cartons have become increasingly popular as containers, but much of the milk is still sent off in bottles, and these are sterilized, filled, and capped on a production line that runs just like clockwork. But not all milk is for drinking. Some of the cream from milk which arrived at this dairy is poured into great revolving vats which turn and churn the cream into butter. Butter which has been judged the best in all Wales, for it was the butter from this cooperative dairy that won first prize at the Royal Welsh Show. Top-grade milk, prize-winning butter, and now its new-laid eggs. Cooperatives are designed to help the farmer as much as possible, and this modern production line grades and packs the farmer's eggs at a rate of 30,000 a day. That's quite a speed, but see how carefully the eggs are handled. From a dairy in Wales, parade goes across the country to a modern communication school in Cornwall. Here at the Engineering College of Cable and Wireless Limited, Arnold Derrick from Antigua is one of hundreds of overseas students who come to train as engineers for the radio and cable networks which link the countries of the Commonwealth. John Darcy from Ghana is studying radio. Each student specializes in one subject, learning how to operate the equipment and how to repair it. For once they're qualified engineers, they'll be expected to keep the communication lines working under any circumstances. A punch-tape typewriter for sending cable messages is just one of many machines which must be mastered by students who train as cable engineers. But there could be no better place to learn, for this college is also an important center for Britain's own communications. It's the hub of a vast network of undersea cables which link Britain with countries throughout the Commonwealth. From the beaches near the college, 18 cables stretch around the globe, a constant invisible link between Britain, the Commonwealth, and the world. All the world's a stage, said William Shakespeare. And in their spare time hours, students enjoy a visit to one of the world's most unusual stages. Not far from the school is the famous Mynach Theatre, where the seats are carved from blocks of granite. The stage is a stretch of open ground, and the backdrop is the murmuring sea. The play today is taken from the famous children's story, The Wind in the Willows, and the actors take the parts of animals. Carved from the cliffs with a care and skill that began more than 30 years ago, this open-air theatre now produces more than 10 plays a year. And mingled always with the drama or comedy of the plays is the restless beauty of the sea below. But under the sea there is danger. Stingray, the famous television submarine, prepares for action. Stand by for excitement. It's a triumph for Stingray, and a further success for technicians at a British film studio. For Parade has been invited behind the scenes of the world-famous television series, Stingray, where skillful science deceives the eye and nothing is what it seems to be. And, as you'll probably guessed, the stars of this studio are man-made puppets, which are known and recognized around the world. For Stingray goes to many different countries, including Kenya and Bermuda. Fashioned from fiberglass and made almost alive by painstaking artistry, they bring the age-old art of puppetry truly into the 20th century. As well as looking true to life, these puppets of tomorrow can talk like human beings as well. A magnet fixed to the back of the head receives electric impulses which move the lips in perfect time to the words they speak. A brand new television series is about to be filmed. The completed puppets, perfect down to the smallest detail, are handed to the expert puppeteers who will bring them to life on the screen. As in any film studio, many different skills are needed. A team of nearly 100 technicians, cameramen and artists are kept busy producing a different 60-minute film every week. And now all is ready. The director has a final check, and the cameras roll. On the TV screen, the program will be in black and white. But on Parade, for the first time ever on the cinema screen, you see in color an exclusive presentation of Thunderbirds, the space-age story of tomorrow. And don't forget, it's all done with models. It's the year 2000. An atomic airliner comes into land at London Airport, but the undercarriage won't come down. Radio-controlled elevator cars come out to bring the giant plane to land. But will they hold? The brakes are applied, but the wheels catch fire. They're out of control. Will the plane crash too? We can't tell you, but when Thunderbird reaches the world's TV screens, just ask any child.